Welcome back to Face Up. If you're just joining us, we're looking at the viability of the media covering the proceedings of the accused judges or not, because there's been a plea that this should not be open to the media. I started with you. So tell us, what do you think about, let's have your opening statements as far as this topic is concerned, first of all.
Yeah, I think that it should be covered by the media, given that it is a constitutional responsibility of the media to do so. By Section 22, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it is a duty on the media to cover, news around happenings in society and all that. Okay. You understand? So, but this should be done in such a way that people are not victimized in the process. It should be done intelligently. It should be done. Okay,
we'll get, because you're raising an issue that made me smile already. In such a way, it's just to put the camera in front of them, and those proceedings should go on. Okay. They have no part to play other than to put their cameras and broadcast. But that's by the way, Mr. Jimmy.
Yeah, my position is very clear and succinct. My position is that it shouldn't be reported. It shouldn't be reported. We already have law reports. If it is reported, directly in the media, what you're going to have is that you're going to have speculation. Indeed, you won't be surprised to get into some joints and then see people betting. Like they bet in sports, betting on judgments of court. That is not how we want to reduce.
This is particularly for these judges.
We don't want to ridicule the judiciary.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's take a position, not a position really, but let's listen to someone who has something to say as far as this is concerned. And I'd like both of you to listen so we can take our cues from it if our producer is ready.
I can understand why the NJC is looking at perhaps keeping the processes or allegations out of the media until they have concluded. Perhaps because, again, from the perspective of more confidence in the system. But I would think that the consuming public, the litigants, the citizens, would have more confidence in an open system where there's complete transparency. You've been accused of something, doesn't mean that you have done it. You can see for yourself as a citizen the process that the NJC uses to then arrive at a decision as to whether there's merit in that petition or not. That surely will enhance the confidence of the Nigerian citizen in the system, rather than something that is done in secret and then they're just told an outcome without being informed as to the process. I would advocate more openness, more transparency, and certainly there's no reason why there should not be media coverage and the presence of the consuming public for the services that we provide, because at the end of the day, the judiciary provides a service.
We're looking at, if transparency is everything it means, that maybe, just maybe, the media needs to perhaps have a coverage of proceedings henceforth, starting from these high-level allegations of those we call milords. Yes. So I think he's challenging. Is this like protective of the positions of the judges, or what?
It's not just protective of the judges. It's simply not to ridicule the entire process. It's simply not to lead to speculation. Because a situation where you put everything out there, in the media, maybe you even have live coverage of the proceedings, of this, panel. When you have these live coverages, what happens is that people are going to be speculating, okay, this person said this person said this, and at the end of the day, it may not be the actual outcome for somebody who is looking at this, with a legal mind. It may not be the actual outcome. So things are not always what they seem. That is why it is not expedient. It is not expedient for these things to be pushed out in the media, especially in live coverage. if the NJC handles this, definitely a report will come out. That could be reported by the media. And of course, the report will follow whatever has transpired. It will list everything, just like I mentioned. Even in court proceedings, in court proceedings, when you have any matter in court, it is reported after the proceedings. It is reported in law reports, and these law reports state exactly what happened in the court.
Let me justify my role a little and ask you to ask your learned colleague why he thinks this should go public.
And that's the question. That's the proper question that I should be asking him.
I will answer you. Let me answer you. Let me answer you. The court is a public place. The court is open to the public. Okay? Now, the journalists are part of the public. Okay? So I am of the view that this issue should be reported to the extent that it does not jeopardize the process.
So there's a limit.
The result.
So
Yes.
saying that
Of course.
So that means you are agreeing to
there
my
must
point.
be
You
a
are
limit.
agreeing to my point.
There must be a limit because
no. Why? If you have actually put a limit to it, you see, you have said it that the court is an open place, that judges, the journalists, can come to court. Then why should you now have live coverages of what is happening there? That is my question. Anybody who is interested can be part of the proceedings. It's not done in secret. It's not a secret society. But what we are saying, for media coverage, direct media coverage, that is what we are against.
Are you lost? You're looking
because
lost.
it will ridicule the entire process. It will lead to stagnation. It will mess up the entire process.
What I mean
you are looking lost.
No, not lost.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying that